Good day, my dear friends. Welcome you in Al Ahram Modern School. My dear student in Primary 6, we're going to have continue our explaining the lesson 3, the volume and the solid. We will start by the meaning of the solid. Solids is any object that occupies a room in the space, and we can divide it into two groups: the irregular, like the cars, the stones, and anything that you see around you. We call it the irregular solid, and the second type is the regular solid, which like the cube and the cuboid, is a sphere. And this year we're going to study the cube and the cuboid. Okay, so when we talk about the cuboid, it has 6 faces like this one. Each faces is a rectangle, and it also had 8 vertices and 12 edges. And we have the 3 dimension in the cuboid, which they are the length and the width and the height. And the cube also, it has also 6 faces, but each faces here in the cube in the shape of square, and all the faces of the cube are equal in area. And this is a question that you're going to find in the exam. And also the cube has 8 vertices: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's one here. It's 8 vertices, and also 12 edges, and all the edges are equal in length in the cube. Okay, we're going to have some exercise about the cube and the cuboid. The cube has how many faces? Yes, we told you that the cube and the cuboid has 6 faces, and the cuboid, all the faces in the shape of a, excellent, my dear student, in the shape of rectangle, and each 2 opposite faces are equal in area. Okay, another question: the cube has also 6 faces, but the cube, each faces in the shape of a square, and they are equal in area. Okay, question number C: the number of edges of the cuboid. Yes, the edges of the cuboid, excellent, my dear student, they are 12 edges. And the number of the vertices in the cube, excellent, my student, they are 8 vertices. And the edges of the cuboid, the number of the edges of the cuboid, we said that they are 12 edges, and they are equal in length. Okay, the faces of the cube are, they are what in area? They are equal in area. Very good, very good. Now the last questions here we have the number of edges of the cube. He asks me now about the number of the edges of the cube. So we studied that the number of the edges of the cube, they are 12 edges. Very good. And continue solving the exercise about it, the cube and the cuboid. Here we have the number of edges of the cube. We said they are 12, and the number of the vertices in the cuboid, the vertices, he asked me about the vertices, so they are 8 vertices. Very good. Now exercise number I: the object that occupies a room in the space, we call this is the, I'm waiting, yes, my dear student, they are the solids. Okay, the last question we have here: the line segment that resulted by the intersection of each of 2 adjacent faces in the cuboid, we call this is the line segment. We call this line segment is the edge. So if we have this cuboid, so the line segment, this is calling this is a line segment I'm referring to when the 2 faces are intersecting. So this is the line segment that we call this is edges, and they are 12 edges. Okay, my dear student, I hope you understand this. I'm going to see you in the next video. Okay, goodbye, my dear student.